Okay, before I get started, I just want to say that I'm still trying to get used to basically vlogging. I did buy a Canon M50 Mark II, which is this one here, for recording pretty much, and I was using the iPhone, which is this, for taking pictures and stuff. But one of the rookie mistakes that I did whilst in Cyprus is I didn't check my recordings after each one. So when I was using the Canon M50 for the first part of the week, well, first few days recording, I didn't notice how shaky. So this is a wee stand thing for this one that I had, and I wasn't checking the footage properly, so a lot of the time I was shaky, so I had to delete quite a bit. So yeah, I switched over, I think about the 4th day into a week's holiday, to the iPhone, and I recorded some of the videos that I'm going to show you. So because of that, I'm going to mix in some of the video that I recorded off the iPhone and some pictures, because I made a mistake not checking. I did take quite a bit of photos between with the Canon M50 Mark II. I've decided that I'm going to use that more for photography. So yeah, we flew out on the 25th of October and came back on the 1st of November. So from Paphos Airport, it was only around 45 minutes, and this here's just outside Theo Sunset. They built a new complex, which we were here in 2015. My wife and I, we get married here, and this wasn't here, it was empty land, as you could see for quite a while. So that was 2015, and between then we returned in 2016, and again we returned in 2018 to the same hotel. They built the complex just outside the entrance of Theo Sunset, which is just here. So this is the entrance. There's plenty of parking spaces, so again, if you're hiring, you get this space here, but round the front of the hotel and in front of the new complex, or annex, whatever you want to call it. And this is the view from the front. So just outside here there is a bus stop. So we have read reviews with people saying that there's nothing around Theo Sunset, but the bus stop there takes you to Paphos, takes you to Coral Bay Strip, which we calculated was 5 minutes on the bus. So 5 minutes is nothing. If you are a reasonably good walker, you'd probably be able to do that in about, I don't know, 30 minutes or less. Across the road from Theo, just along a bit, there's a place called Crazy Spoons. It's a part supermarket, part restaurant. There's a bus stop outside there, which means if you're coming up from Coral Bay, you can stop outside and you're like 1 minute walk across the road. So there's public transport to and from Theo Sunset. Again, when we were here in 2015 and 16 and 18, there wasn't loads built up, but when we returned this year, they've built up quite a bit since then. There's quite a lot of coffee shops. If you come out of the Theo and turn right, go down, you're talking about, again, 2-5 minutes walk, and you're beside places to eat and places to drink from coffee shops and whatnot. There's new kind of Italian restaurant across the road. I forget the name of it. We never ate it, but we noticed a few pictures. And likewise, if you come out of Theo Sunset and you go left, there is a wee restaurant called Sonny's that's sitting sort of on the peak of the hill, and there's a wee beach restaurant, bar, cafe, which again is about 5 minutes walk from the door of Theo Sunset. So there's definitely things about, whether you want to walk somewhere reasonably close or get the bus and go far. I'll talk about more of other places along the strip, but back to Theo. There is, inside the building, there is a wee supermarket, so if you want to get like your basics, juice, water, milk for tea, which we did, and obviously there's beers, wines and that kind of stuff. There's also a hair salon for anybody that's not done the hair before they left the country and want to do it over there. The hotel has quite a lot of eating space, so just beside the bar there's a seating area indoors. It's in shade. There's a pool table there, and from the bar to the main reception there's quite a bit of seating area also. When you're coming in the main reception, checking in, you'll be told which way to go. Some of the rooms, the desk will provide somebody to walk you to your room. Basically, they'll take your luggage. When you go in, if you're staying not in the new complex, you're going to be staying in the grounds, so you're going to be kind of going out the back where the pool is, and there's accommodation to the right and accommodation to the left. When we get married, we were put in the sort of honeymoon suite, which is right next to the restaurant. Obviously, we get married overlooking the bay, so it made it easy access for Caroline to come out and meet us at the makeshift altar. But that room is, I say, so it's a honeymoon suite, so that one's only really given, I think, to people that are getting married, and there is quite a lot. It's not just people from the UK. There's quite a lot of stuff that happens, events. Last time we stayed down to the right, just beside the adults only pool, and this time we went to the left, and we were just round from where the spa is. When you come in the main desk, you'd see right behind you a hall, which is the breakfast and lunch hall. Upstairs is the dinner hall. I'm not 100% sure about the half board, full board. The first time we went, we had, I think, self-catering, but we were only staying there for a couple of days, and then we went to a villa nearby. And then the last couple of times we have done all-inclusive, which has been relatively good. For the pool area, there is two pools. There's one that's kind of closest to the bar, which is mixed, so kids, adults. And then there's one just below that is, it says it's adults only, but in quiet periods we've seen like kids in, which people have not really been fussed about. I think it's more so at the peak of summer, for example, when the pools are busy, that you kind of want the kids to be in one area, and the adults that want the adults only to have that pool, which we have used the last couple of times. I've covered the main bit, the new build, which we have not been in. We did think we were going to be in there, but we end up staying at the older properties. This is the spa that's right next to our room. We have used that the last couple of visits. I got a massage the last time it was there, and it was actually good, especially when it was the last day before as we were going home. So there's a tennis court, so you can ask the front desk for the tennis rackets and play some tennis. This is a view from when we would walk up from our room to get breakfast. lunch or dinner, or even just going to the pool. I don't like pulling the camera out when people are getting their dinners, so this was an empty room, so I done a sort of quick scroll. So this is the room, so it's a big king size or super king size. I think it might be big in our bed, I'm not 100% sure, but it was big and was a double, it wasn't just two beds put together. With a wee living room sort of space to watch TV and chill, and a sort of, I'm going to say kitchenette type thing, but without the rings, so it just had the basics, your coffee maker, tea. They have wee sachets for making tea and coffees, sugars, have the wee cartons of milk, but because we drink a lot of tea, we just normally buy in our coffees, teas, and sugar and milk, and that normally does us for the term that we're there. They also have a fridge, which is good, especially for keeping whatever you buy, waters. Yeah, they do have complimentary water, but again, I don't know if they replace that every day, so I normally buy in water anyway for the week. So the view from the balcony overlooking Queen's Bay Hotel, and there's a wee harbour bit down with a restaurant for ice creams, I think. Again, these buildings weren't there the last time, these are new, and I think they're available to buy. And as for the toilet, just basic setup. I find it relatively big for what it's needed. So yeah, that's the size of the hotel and grounds. I'll talk about the food. When we arrived, normally when we've arrived, it's been a Saturday and it's been night time. By the time we reached there, the all-inclusive and the hotels went to bed. This time we went on a Wednesday and we were in Paphos we were in the hotel just before 7, and the all-inclusive dinner starts about 7, 7:15 then. So it was Oriental night the first night, and we went to it, and they got pretty much like your basics, so your noodles, rice and stuff. Got a vegetable spring roll, a samosa, and a dumpling. The dumpling at first, well, basically that first meal wasn't 100%. Like the dumpling was a bit hard, and the samosa and the vegetable spring rolls didn't taste wow. So when we had discussed, we had said that, but in fairness, a couple of days later, I think it was lunch, the same thing, so there was samosa, vegetable spring roll and dumpling, and we had that then, and it tasted perfect, so I'm unsure if it was just the wrong, the bad one in the batch, which is fine. Breakfast is a mix of continental and basically your English, so you can get your scrambled eggs, fried eggs, boiled egg, beans, sausage, bacon, pancakes, which added pancakes. There's a lot of salady stuff, which when I go on holiday I normally try and eat quite a bit of healthy stuff, as well as going with the bad stuff. I did have quite a bit of pancakes there, so I can't remember if there's other stuff, because I don't have any like food specific dietary, whatever you want to call it. I just kind of eat what I see. and I found the food to be great for the week. We went to, they done different style of nights, separate night, international night, and I think my favourite or our favourite might be the Italian night. I think that day I went up for 2 portions pretty much from the start, first meal of the day to the end, and I was heavily stuffed, so Italian night is definitely worth checking out. I thought the alcohol was fine for me. They had beers, so Keo and Leon, which I like anyway. Cocktails, I can't remember them off the top of my head, but they do have a Blue Lagoon, Sex on the Beach, Tequila Sunrise, Woo Woo, which is what I had most of the time I was there. Caroline had cooked that. They had the Blue Lagoons and a couple other ones, but she thought that the alcohol was strong, and she did ask for the alcohol to be made weak, and that never really happened. She could still taste the alcohol strong and didn't really like it, so she didn't really like that the alcohol aspect of the hotel. To be fair, she did say that when she was sitting out in the sun, like during the day, the alcohol didn't taste as strong, so I don't know if between during the day and night time, barmen make their mixtures different. We loved Paphos, we loved Theo Sunset, not just because we get married there, but each time we've returned, the staff, we've never had an issue with any of the staff and loved each one of them. When we get married, there was a girl called Zoe that tended to us for the day, and she was there again, so it was good seeing her after like 5 years since the last visit, and she still remembered us, so that was kind of surprising considering the amount of people that's probably went through the hotel in the last 5 years. I often try and learn the basics of the language, so like saying your please and thank yous. I did do that. I did make a sort of, I'm going to say an assumed mistake, because one of the dinners, one of the servers asked how I enjoyed my meal, and I was trying to ask if it was nostimo in Greek for it meaning delicious, and the guy had said he doesn't know, he's from Romania, so I just made the assumption that everybody that was in the hall was Cypriot or Greek language in some way. But yeah, all the staff, brand new. Food and drink has been amazing each time we've went. We, as I said, we're all inclusive, but we do like to go out and see other areas of Paphos, so it's well worth noting if you are, again, going all inclusive as well. You don't need to sit and stick to just being in the hotel because it's, I don't know, all inclusive, paid for, or whatever, however you see it, because you can still go out and have your lunch and dinners elsewhere, or check out other parts like we did. Anyway, that's me. So